Here's a question that I bet you haven't asked yourself before. Is trauma impacting your business? I'm Nicole Lewis-Keeber, and I'm a business therapist who works with entrepreneurs to create and nurture healthy relationships with their business. I'm a licensed clinical social worker with a master's in social work and have a rich experience of working as a therapist. I'm certified in Brené Brown's The Daring Way and Dare to Lead methodologies. I write and speak about the impact of small T trauma on business, but my most important work is combining therapeutic processes with business coaching to help entrepreneurs fall in love with their business. It's transformational work, and I would have it no other way. I have two questions for you. Do you love your business, and does it love you back? You see, most people don't realize that their bodies and their businesses are holding trauma that they've been carrying for years. It's often called small T trauma, a series of small events that happened in childhood. Many of them may have seemed insignificant at the time, but trauma is tricky. It leaves a collective imprint. I've learned through personal experience, research, and education, as well as working with countless clients, that when you summon up the courage to look at what's been holding you back and you bravely work through it, trauma is released, making room for the success and ease that you had always envisioned. Thankfully, both your body and your business are holding your wisdom too. And there's a way to uncover hidden trauma, break old patterns, learn to view your business through a trauma-conscious lens, and become a trauma-conscious entrepreneur. Sounds good, doesn't it? So how did I come to this conclusion? I began to see that I was recreating trauma patterns from my own childhood in my business. I saw that my clients were doing this as well. They were trying to find business solutions to emotional issues, and they weren't getting the relief that they wanted. This led me to have conversations with over 200 entrepreneurs to study the impact of trauma on entrepreneurship. I've been at it for 6 years or more. The anatomy of a traumatized business comes from that study and is covered in my Do No Harm Intensive. What we talk about is trust, boundaries, visibility, money, feelings, and how all of these show up in your business and can be impacted by trauma. Take the trauma and entrepreneurship self-assessment and see where your trauma might be hiding. As you may have noticed, I like to talk about trauma. I know. I actually have several talks that I present live or virtually to groups, organizations, as a guest expert, and in interviews. The Inner Kiddo to CEO is all about mentoring and nurturing our inner kiddo so that they are prepared to step up to be the CEO. Love Your Business addresses the way that trauma shows up in your business and strategies for building resilience and flipping that story. How to Be a Courageous Leader walks you through how to bring this methodology to how you lead your teams. Healing your relationship with money. Wow, in this talk, I share ways to identify your money wounds, because we all have them, and how to change your mindset to build a sustainable financial foundation. In addition, one of the topics I have shared in the media and on podcasts is that your business is a relationship. In fact, I talk a lot about this in my book. If we're not aware of the relationship with our business, we're prone to default into relationship patterns from our own personal lives in the past. You are not your business. It is something outside of you that you are relating to. Now, this may not seem like a big deal, but it can often be the barrier between a business that you love and that loves you back. Or it can leave you feeling alone and disconnected with your business. I love to share the good news far and wide that it's possible to build a loving relationship with your business. I did. In addition, I offer several courses and workshops that can be presented virtually or live. Let's talk about Love Your Business School. This program tackles the areas of our business where we're most likely to experience challenges so that we can create a path forward that is emotionally sustainable and financially successful. Sounds good, right? Do No Harm is a program for people who want to learn how to be trauma-conscious entrepreneurs and run a trauma-free business that helps their people, their processes, and their profits. The 3 Whys is a brief ebook with exercises and real stories to remind us how to stay aligned with our business. Let your why be your guide. The Transformational Wealth Training is a 6-module course with deep mindset shifts, transformation, and support around your relationship with money. My Group Dynamics 101 workshop covers what it means to be in a group and how to build a safe container to go along with your offerings, the roles, responsibilities, boundaries, guidelines, and more. Your aha is worth the oh shit, meaning that this is work that you really do not want to do alone. This is why I've created so many ways to guide people through the muck. Are you ready to become a trauma-conscious entrepreneur? How can I help?